in Lincoln.
Beardstown, Carlinville, Litchfield, and everywhere in between. 45 years of being your one-stop shop for all things home appliances. I'm Dennis Reekin, chairman and owner of Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. We're celebrating our latest milestone, serving you with a 1-month sale all February. Don't miss out on this party. It's a once-in-a-45-year event. Wow!
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Anxiety. There's plenty of it to go around for just about everyone these days, but the question is, how are you dealing with it? Anxiety can make things difficult. If you find yourself reaching for drugs or alcohol as the solution, chances are your anxiety has gotten out of control. It's time to pick up the phone and call Gateway Foundation. You'll talk with someone who holds the strictest confidentiality so that you can open up and learn about treatment options. Our team of professional counselors, therapists, psychiatrists, and physicians have a long history of helping people like you get back on track. During the healing process, you'll find that there is nothing to be ashamed of. Calling Gateway Foundation is that important first step towards getting away from the self-medication of alcohol and other substances and on the road towards safe, rewarding, and sustainable recovery. Call Gateway Foundation at 877-505-HOPE for a free, private, confidential screening. Gateway Foundation, addiction medicine saving lives.
A Mostaccioli dinner coming up that you need to know about, and here live on the WMAY Morning News Feed, we're going to talk all about it. I'm Greg Bishop at 8:11, and the Mostaccioli dinner is going to help out the Land of Lincoln Honor Flight. Joining us in studio today to talk about that and more is Lynda White. She is with the Northenders V.F.W. Post 10302, and also we've got Steve Wheeler. He's the veteran coordinator for the Land of Lincoln Honor Flight. Thanks for taking time with us, guys. How you doing out there?
Thank you, Greg.
Good to hear. So, of course, the Land of Lincoln Honor Flights had a rough couple of years just because of the COVID-19 situation. So we'll start with Steve to kind of give us an idea of where we're at right now and where we're headed. And then we'll talk about the fundraiser that everybody can help out coming up this Saturday.
Okay, Greg. Well, of course, we've been grounded here for the last 2 years. No flights in 20, no flights in 21. And we had kind of tentatively planned to fly this spring. We normally get started in April for an April, May, June flight. We have decided not to fly the April and May flights this year, but we are optimistic, and I want to repeat that word, optimistic, that we're going to get flying here this summer, and we still have enough time at that point to get 5 flights in here for the rest of the year. So that's our goal here. I'm not sure we're going to make it. Protocols and mandates in D.C. Have been lifted. We're still dealing with our national organization's requests and what their protocols are. So there's a lot of stumbling blocks ahead of us here, but we're hoping that those can be cast aside here so we can get up in the air here again this summer.
Well, and a bit off air, you were talking about just the layers of mandates. It's not just like one mandate at one place. You guys have to look at the whole spectrum of every bit of logistics of getting these veterans to Washington, D.C.
Right. We have Illinois mandates to look at. We have airline mandates, bus line mandates, D.C. mandates. Everything has to fall in place here before we can get these flights off the ground.
Well, definitely keep posted. Again, Steve Wheeler, he's the veteran coordinator for the Land of Lincoln Honor Flights, hoping to get a date in the future, looking at this summer and, of course, throughout the rest of the year as we hopefully will see COVID-19 mitigations relaxed. But in anticipation of all of that, we've also got a fundraiser coming up. So, Lynda, I want to hear from you now as to what the fundraiser is all about and how the VFW Northenders Post 10302 is going to be helping out with that.
Well, this will be our 4th annual fundraiser for Land of Lincoln Honor Flight. In the past, we've committed to about over $10,000 in donations for that honor flight, and we're hoping to do really well again this year. The fundraiser will be on Saturday the 19th, starting at 2 p.m., running till 6 p.m. Our kitchen will be closing at 5:30. You get a Mostaccioli dinner. With that comes the Mostaccioli, a salad, garlic bread, and dessert, and it'll be $10 for that. We're also having silent auction items, and we have a crocheted American flag Afghan that we'll be raffling off. So we're hoping to do well again this year.
So, of course, with the Mostaccioli dinner, it's going to help out the Land of Lincoln Honor Flight, and it's $10 going on Saturday, February 19th. And, of course, the location's obvious. Lynda, tell us about that.
It's Northenders V.F.W, post 10302. We are right off the corner of Sangamon and Dirksen, directly behind Hall's Harley-Davidson. Like I say, the hours are from 2 to 6. The kitchen will be closing at 5:30, so please come early if you want to get that Mostaccioli dinner. It will be an eat-in and carry-out also. So if you can't come and stay, please come on down and grab you a dinner. It's all to support Land of Lincoln Honor Flight.
And, Steve, these, of course, are fundraisers. They're important for the organization because the organization is driven by donations.
It sure is, and it's all private donations too, Greg. We don't get any grants or government monies whatsoever. It's all events like the auxiliary is going to do for us here, private events, and it takes a ton of money. We're looking at new cost here for flights to exceed $90,000 a flight here.
Wow!
And we're going to try to fit 5 flights in here if we can start to fly here this summer. Next year, we're just going to really go hard until we get through this wait list. We've got a wait list of over 700 veterans ready to fly. Some of these vets have been on the wait list now because we couldn't fly for the last 2 years. They've been on this wait list for 4 years plus. So we've got to get them in the air. We've got to get these flights over with, and we're, like I said earlier, we're going to go hard once we can get in the air.
Talk about the wait here and what you've heard from some of the veterans, especially the veterans who are just wanting to go see and have some closure and to be with fellow veterans on this trip. It's such an impactful and emotional trip. What have you been hearing from the veterans who are itching to get out there?
Well, yeah, they're ready to go, and the general public here doesn't quite understand what these flights are all about. A lot of people that aren't military oriented think this is just a day trip, a sightseeing trip, whatever the case might be, and it couldn't be anything farther from the truth. These guys go out here with demons that they've been dealing with for decades. With their comrades in arms, they can go out and they can visit their memorials that were built for them. They can reflect, all with their comrades in arms. Lots of times on a flight, you'll have 4 or 5 Vietnam veterans standing at the wall with their arms around each other. They don't know each other. They don't have to say anything because they know what the other person is thinking. And it's just a great way to heal. It doesn't affect all the vets that way, but if we can improve the quality of life of one vet on a flight, we'll do this till the end of time.
Well, and I know that there's a lot of family members out there that are always surprised by their father not talking about this stuff all their life, not bringing it up, but being around others who were there at the time, be it the Korean conflict, the Vietnam conflict, those remaining World War II veterans that we still have there. When they're around others, it triggers some of those memories. It can actually be heart-wrenching, but also therapeutic in a way.
That's very true.
It is the WMAY morning news feed talking about the Land of Lincoln Honor Flight, now 8:18. Lynda White, she is the junior vice president of the Northenders V.F.W. post 10302. Lynda, again, give us the details about the Mostaccioli dinner coming up Saturday.
Well, it's just like I said, it's going to be a good time. We have silent auction items out there. Again, the Mostaccioli dinner includes Mostaccioli, salad, garlic bread, dessert, all for $10. Eat in or carry out. Speaking back to what Steve was talking about, the flights, I just wanted to mention that I, as a guardian, went on one of the flights, and to see the veterans connecting with each other was one of the most heartwarming things I've ever done. So if anybody out there would like to be a guardian, please contact Land of Lincoln Honor Flight because they're always in need of those guardians.
And those guardians do incredible work helping assist individuals who, may have trouble getting on the plane, off the plane, on the bus, off the bus. and so on, all the way to get over to Washington, D.C. It's a pretty incredible job that you can step up and help fill that role. Lynda, briefly here with the fundraiser, of course, the Mostaccioli dinner, $10, but the silent auction. I want to hear a little bit more about that. What do you got going on with the silent auction?
Oh, we get tons of wonderful donations from the community, as well as some of the people from Land of Lincoln Honor Flight and from our post members. There's everything from classy to veterans related to just anything you can imagine. And we every penny goes to Land of Lincoln Honor Flight. None of it goes to our costs of putting on this fundraiser.
So definitely going to be impactful in helping out a great cause, the Land of Lincoln Honor Flight, as we eye sometime this summer. And of course, Steve, we'll want to keep posted with you just to make sure we get that out there, to let people know when it's going to happen, and to help raise funds for that, to help get the guardians for that, and so on. So greatly appreciate both of you taking time with us today and highlighting the importance of this cause and how we're so close to getting some certainty as to when we can get those veterans back over to Washington, D.C. So thank you both for taking time with us today.
You bet. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And again, the Mostaccioli dinner is going on Saturday at the Northenders V.F.W post 10302. It's there behind the Hall's Harley-Davidson. $10 will get you a Mostaccioli dinner, and all of that is going to help out the Land of Lincoln Honor Flight as we look forward to getting those veterans back in the air and over to Washington, D.C., so hopefully they can have some closure with fellow veterans. It is the WMAY Morning News Feed. I'm Greg Bishop, now at